Welcome to Business World. I'm your host Siddharth, and on today's edition of BW Tech Talks, we are talking to Mr. Parag Gupta, Amazon Devices India Head. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much. So good to be talking to you guys. We are doing it over video. It's a new world for us, but so glad to see you. So glad to talk to you today.
Likewise, sir. Likewise. So let's start this conversation with the pandemic. Now, the pandemic situation, we have learned a lot of things. Technology has become really essential. Things that we used to take for granted, like a webcam, has just become a very essential part of our lives. So in this kind of situation, what kind of traction have you seen with Amazon devices?
Let's start with how the customer has changed, right? Like if you think about just this call, the way we are doing it is very different from what we did 6 months ago. We are spending more time at home. Our lives are blurring between work and entertainment. The kids are at home, so homeschooling, their needs in doing the homework, in doing the classwork. We are definitely going and spending more time on digital content because our entertainment options outside of the home are starting to get a bit more limited, as you said, during these, at least the last 6 months, right? So our effort during those times is to make sure that we are enabling the customers to kind of enjoy that moment, right? So that our Fire TV stick with its catalog integration, availability of all popular content, voice search, universal search, allows the customers to spend more time watching the content than searching the content or trying to figure out how to watch it. So we have definitely in these environments hopefully enabled customer improve their experiences to do that. On Echo and Alexa, for example, we are seeing increase in the kids stories, simple things like give me a quiz. People playing quiz just during the family time, sitting around a dining table and maybe using Alexa to entertain themselves and get connected with each other. Overall, people are listening to more music. The other one trend that we have seen, which is very natural when you think about our own lives, is the experience with workout, right? So on Fire TV, the workout apps, or on Alexa, people talking about workout. Kitchen timers, meeting timers, that's a reality in our lives now because we are, like I said, my life at work and my life at home is completely blurred. So having those features enables customers to have to really use the content and the power of connected devices at home. Talking about Kindle, people are reading more. They are getting introduced to digital reading as the options for non-digital reading are likely getting limited. And so be it the Kindle apps or be it the Kindle e-readers, people are reading more in these past few months, as you said, during the pandemic. So I mean, our effort has always been to adapt to what customers want, listen to what customers want, and enable that moment. And the adoption by the customers for those features or for those capabilities has been good.
But sir, how many of them are designed and developed in India? And any type of configuration for the Indian market? Because as you know, India is more like a continent than a country. The tastes are diverse from one point to another. So your thoughts, sir?
We have launched 3 Echo devices and 2 Fire TV sticks. Just a few weeks ago, we launched the Amazon Smart Plug. All of these devices that we launch, we want to make sure that we have heard the customer, that we are designing for the customer. So for example, these devices, first of all, let me just talk a little bit about these devices. All of these devices are, if you talk about the Echo, it is completely new design. It fits really well into any decor of the house that you have. But really what the customer feedback was that we had a best-selling Echo Dot, but this has even got a better audio quality, a higher bass and a higher volume. And so I think as you talk about like customer need, then they need to listen to the music with better bass, with better quality, with better crisp vocals, crisp mids, highs, are all pushing that innovation on the Echo side. And what we believe is that the innovation is, and by the way, and sustainability, right? I mean, these are our most sustainable devices. That's again something of the need of the hour, is sustainability. So I think that's what we do. We don't compromise between the experience that we want to deliver, the value that we want to deliver, the selection that we want to deliver. So a lot of innovation went into not just introducing Alexa to speak in Hindi, but also in Hinglish. In addition, we have taken into account, like, we pay our mobile recharges, our DTH bills, our utility bills digitally. And your first question was during pandemic, that use is also increasing more and more. And so one of the innovations that we have recently done is we have added the convenience of voice to your digital payments. So now you can easily say, Alexa, pay my electricity bill, or even order a gas cylinder, which is such an Indian thing to do, is to order gas cylinders for your cooking. And so I think we are listening to that customer voice, and we are bringing capabilities that make it more and more relevant for the Indian customers. The other thing that's changing in these times is, for example, you're seeing even Bollywood movies being released to digital platforms, right? So for example, Prime Video released Shakuntala Devi a couple of months ago, and we noticed that our customers watch Shakuntala Devi on Fire TV, and what Fire TV allows them to do is get as close to a theater experience as their setup allows, or their budget allows. So a big screen TV, if they have connected a home theater, then Dolby sound. Now with these new devices that we just launched yesterday, we are adding Dolby Atmos to Fire TV Stick. It was previously on 4K device, right? So our effort is that recognize what the customers are saying, make it relevant so that they can enjoy the moment, and keep on that journey. For example, on Alexa, we launched in 2017, and since then, she definitely knows a lot more about things that Indians care about, that we Indians care about our cricket, we care about our Bollywood, we care about our devotion, we care about our politics, etc., etc. So I think it's a continuous journey, and all of our innovation is based on customer requirements and customer feedback. So I would say that all of our devices enable Indian customers enjoy the moment and consume the content in the way they want.
Sir, you spoke about the new Echo, which is coming to India. And apart from that, even the new Fire Stick is coming to India. So now, could you tell us the more features about the Fire Stick that is coming, the updated features? The Fire Stick 4K was already available, and
yes,
the Fire Stick, the normal non-4K version was there.
Yeah.
So how the new Fire Stick is different compared to the older one?
First of all, it is 50% more powerful than our current Fire TV Stick. What does that mean, though, for a customer? It means faster start. It means faster and more fluid navigation between the apps. And so adding more power is one of the innovations we have done. The other innovation that we have done is it uses 50% less power while being more powerful, but uses less, consumes less power, I should say. And that is, again, goes back to like all of our devices that we announced yesterday, including Echo and Fire TV, are the most sustainable devices that we have ever built. And so 50% more powerful, better experience across the apps. And then we have added we have continued with the Alexa voice remote, because what we have seen is the addition of voice really makes that viewing, the search and the browse experience simpler. So the customers are spending more time in watching the content than trying to find the content that they want to watch. So those are the 3 or 4 big improvements on the stick itself. We also announced the new Fire TV experience, which will start rolling out in near future. And what that experience does is it takes all of the learnings that we have with our cinematic experience, easy browse and search, universal search, and takes it a step ahead and makes it even easier for the customers to search the content, to binge watch the content. For example, we are adding a row that says next for you, which means that using the AI and using our intelligence about, we will be able to personalize that experience for you. And in talking about personalizations, for the first time, we're introducing profiles on Fire TV. So your preferences are very different from the preferences that your kids or other members of your family will watch. I think, Siddharth, you mentioned that your parents are using Fire TV Stick, so their preferences are different than yours. And so no longer will it be a one size fits all depending on the profile. The stick and the Fire TV experience will be customized and more personalized. So I think all of that is a move towards making the customer experience easier to get to the content they want to watch and then enjoy that content.
So since 2017, what kind of traction, what kind of growth that have you seen with Alexa and Fire devices? And urban areas are quick adopters for such technology because we have the ecosystem here. But what kind of penetration have you seen in tier 2 and tier 3 cities? Because Alexa also is regional now.
We have seen Alexa adoption in a small school in Maharashtra, where a teacher placed Echo Dot inside a mannequin because it seemed more natural for the kids to interact with Alexa. And for that teacher to recognize that Alexa can be such a powerful enabler of education or learning in a classroom was a starting point. But then for that teacher to take the innovation and put it inside a mannequin so it becomes more natural for the kids is simply amazing, is simply humbling. We have a district in Bihar, Bastar, where the local authorities have taken it and said, hey, Alexa and Echo can really enable the learning among the kids, and they are actually going and installing Echo Dots into several schools around the district, right? So I think that these stories are real proof of that, the relevance of the connected technology, the relevance of Alexa in various different forms of life, beyond the imagination that we have had. I could have imagined when we started in 2017 that 2 years later, I will have stories like these to talk about. That was beyond our imagination. So I think that, our place in that ecosystem is really to enable stories like these, and then let's see where the users take them. We cannot imagine all the use cases. We cannot imagine and develop for everything. So as entrepreneurial as our users are, and as committed as our users are, and as critical our users are, it really helps us learn a lot and be surprised a lot. But to come back to your answer, we have, like I said, we have over 1 million Fire TV devices sold. We have year over year during Prime Day, during our festive sales, during our different sales, we are year over year seeing increasing interest and increasing sales of our devices in India. You also talked about metros versus not metros. So about half of our devices this year would be outside of the top 6 metros in India. So definitely, the geographically we always saw, like even in to early days, we had users buying devices in Port Blair or to Jalandhar, to Guwahati, to Mumbai, to around the country. But seeing that that more and more customers are now purchasing outside of the 6 metros, and that again is a very welcome sign for us, and we are absolutely delighted and humbled by it.
Great. So, sir, I'm sure you have also heard about this. Recently, there were some news reports where children are actually asking Alexa about an answer to a multiplication problem, like 2 into 8 is 16. So they are doing their homework through Alexa. So any interesting anecdotes that you want to share about how people are using Alexa?
I can tell you about my home. I have several of these devices at home. So my kids go and do a coding competition, or they participated in some competition from their school, and they were given an Echo Dot as a prize. And so as if I was like, do we really need more Echo in our house? But we did. So now they have their own Echo. This is a true story. I walked into their room once, just a couple of months ago, and my son was asking for the spelling of psychology. And it's a great new normal for them. In our times, we probably would have hunted for a dictionary or gone and asked our parents. But as more knowledgeable and learned sources for that particular answer. But now my son is very comfortable recognizing that Alexa could help him. And so I think those things are definitely changing. The voice is starting to be used. The digital content is starting to be used more and more in education, more and more in entertainment. So, for example, like I said, we are seeing usage of kids' stories rise during the past few months, where kids have spent more time at home. So I think that is a natural change as the environment changes, and if our devices can enable those experiences, then that's a great thing.
So in India, we have Amazon Auto, and I have used that. And in Indian perspective, only one car manufacturer recently launched a vehicle which is Alexa enabled, and they were marketing it very heavily. So, but you have an Amazon Auto device, and bringing the whole ecosystem of Alexa and Amazon onto your cars is a very great thing. So, do you think there will be more innovations from Amazon in this in the automotive sector, and the new products which were launched, any of them trickle down to India as well in the future?
All the products that we design are designed with global adoption in mind. We don't design products to say and limit the use or the enablement of any customer anywhere. What we have to think about, though, and what we really think about, though, is will we be able to deliver the experience that will be delightful, that will be meaningful for the customer or not? And I think that's our guiding principle. So what goes into it is the infrastructure, the adoption, the comfort of the customers, the affordability and the usability of that product in different country settings. You mentioned Echo Auto. Let me tell you some of the work we did, or efforts we made and work we did to launch Echo Auto. In India, the car environment is very different from some of the other places in the world. We drive around with our windows rolled down. We drive around with a lot of ambient noise, the traffic, the road, the AC, the wind from the AC, etc. Right? All of those things make a very large difference in how much of a good experience we can deliver. So when we launched Echo Auto, we took care of all those conditions. We said that, hey, this is what an Indian customer will go through. And so I think that's our effort. The products are always designed, the products are always manufactured, the products are always, our intention is to launch them globally. And for example, all of the Echo devices that were launched will be available in India. The Fire TV sticks that we launched will be available in India. But we have to go and see some of these very core technologies and specific technologies, whether we can deliver them in a meaningful, delightful manner for the Indian conditions. And whenever we are ready, we would launch them. But today, we are announcing bringing of those launch of those 3 Echo devices: the Echo, Echo Dot, and Echo Dot with clock, and the 2 Fire TV sticks.
So you have launched multiple product lines over the last 3 to 4 years, with Echo one of them. So what has been the response to them? Is it overwhelming, or you think more numbers could be garnered? And what kind of incremental volumes are you looking at with the revised product lines? If you can give us some sort of guidance to that, and what would be the growth drivers?
I don't see it like that. I see it very differently. So first of all, let me answer your question, the first part of your question directly. The response has been really good. We are very happy with where we are with Kindle, with Echo, and with Fire TV. We have millions of our users using them every day. We have Alexa customers in India are the most engaged customers worldwide. They have rated us and given us really good reviews. And by the way, we have learned a lot from them. Their feedback has really helped us add capabilities like digital payments with voice, portable Echo, which we launched a few months ago. And by the way, the Amazon smart plug that we launched a few months ago in India. While the use of connected home and smart appliances are increasing, customers want to smartify the devices that they have today, that the products that they already have at home. And so Smart Plug helps them. So I think in that regard, we have seen really good response. We are very happy with the adoption among the Indian customers. I see your second part of the question differently. It's a journey. The new products, Amazon Echo is our best selling smart speaker, and now we have made it better with a spherical design, louder voice, louder sound, higher basses, crisp vocals. It fits into any decor of your house. The Echo Dot and the Echo itself is now combining 2 of our products that we have had in the past, Echo and Echo Plus, and bringing them and combining them into one product at an affordable price point. So while it improves the audio and it improves the design and the sustainability of the product, it also brings the hub that makes you connect to your smart home devices really easily, set them up and use them. So it is a journey about making sure that you are making your products better and better, so the experience is better and better. And I will go back to the 3 principles that I said before, which is all that we care about. Are we delivering the right experiences and improving on those experiences year over year? Check mark, yes. Are we making them affordable? Are we making them so that people value them? Yes. Are we improving our selection so that customers can do more and more of the things that they have to do with these devices? Yes. And so as long as we are doing those 3 things, we will continue to innovate and we will continue to bring these new products to our customers.
Right. So now my last question. what would your Indian strategy be for Amazon devices in the mid to long term?
It's a journey. When we started in 2017, even before we launched in Invite, Alexa could not pronounce Amitabh Bachchan. Alexa couldn't pronounce Sachin Tendulkar. Alexa couldn't pronounce Pune. So from there, the effort hasn't reduced and will not reduce to make the experiences better and better. Today, Alexa, we see people using Alexa for devotion, playing the Hanuman Chalisas and reciting the Bible and things like that. And we see people using Alexa for cricket scores. We have deep integration with IPL and cricket because we know customers love it. We have regional content across Amazon Prime Music and Prime Video that the customers can search with voice and play it back. And so this journey will continue. And I mentioned a couple of things that we have done India first, which is digital payments by voice. And we have done the portable Echo because we saw that as a need from the customers, particularly in Indian conditions. So I think it's a journey, and the strategy is really, really simple. The strategy is listen from your customers and make every effort to make that happen. And we have done really well on that, and we will continue to listen to our customers and make the changes that are required so that they have the best experience and they have the selection that they want. That really truly is our effort. And the final piece I would say in that is bring the ecosystem along. And the other part of it is that bring the developers along. So with our Ask, developers can develop skills and serve their customers with the convenience of voice. And with Alexa voice services, even manufacturers can embed Alexa. Even the manufacturers can embed Alexa to serve their customers. So that's our strategy. Listen to the customers, make the experiences better for the Indian conditions and the Indian preferences, and continue to build the ecosystem around.
Great, sir. It was really nice chatting with you, sir, and we wish you all the best for Amazon devices. And we also hope the new devices, the new cutting-edge devices launched would trickle down to India. The flying drone security. We wish you all the best. Thank you for talking to us, sir.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, Siddharth. And hopefully the next time we are talking, we could be sitting face to face, like Abhishek said, post-COVID world.